Today's horoscope from Academy, Pisces, June 18, 2025. With a Jupiter-Saturn square, challenges can emerge if you're taking your work, routine, and schedule especially seriously, or if these things become more demanding. You crave more time and energy to explore the world around you spontaneously, make contact with others, and expand your mind with Jupiter's current transit. However, you need to find a balance so that you can work and get your life into order, including your health, as chaotic schedules or too much on your plate can limit your more spontaneous activities. While discontent is likely in the first half of the day advances with more smoothness. You can feel especially connected to family or an intimate relationship, and sharing fond memories or personal observations can be in the spotlight. Of all the zodiac signs, you are most like a volcano. The fiery intensity of lava boils beneath your veins. As you march further through June, the stars are linking in a shock-ingand potentially chaotic way. Mighty Mars, the red planet of passion and drive that co-rules your zodiac sign, will clash in a square with electric Uranus across the sky from you in your solar house of partnerships. This will manifest as an opportunity for exhilarating fun, intimacy, and kinky exploration with your lover, or else leave you both in the heat of chaos. If you're feeling volatile or notice that your sweetheart is, take a breather and revisit discussions later. Planning and organizati. Your strengths are in the forefront. Jump in, but keep an eye on all the projects you have going. That momentum will start moving forward when you least expect it. The planetary energy is encouraging you to quit any intake of harmful food or empty calories. This is also a good time for fasting and purification. If you are able, a juice fast is a lovely way to purify your body without too much disruption to your daily life. Borage, gravel root, and buchu maintain health in the kidneys and can be added to your juices. If fasting is out of the question, check out some of the herbal cleansing combinations available online or at your local health food store. Don't be too surprised if you find it more difficult than usual to concentrate at work today. This day often it sees you thinking more about family than work. This vibration encourages you to keep your connections with these special people strong. If you can, make some plans to include activities that will allow for this. This will do your heart, and theirs, a world of good. All work isn't healthy for anyone. Make the most of this essence. Weekend or not, as Mars reaches his last weekend in your career sector, he is encouraging you to keep your professional hat on, but in a way that is less focused on the when, where, and how, and more on leaving you with something that you can continue to keep fighting for. In 12 days, Mercury will return for what is normally a 14 to 15 day chance to get your head in the game, think on your feet and make smart choices, decisions, and plans, but instead will spend over 2 months here. This leaves Mars free to fuel your professional passions, fighting and competitive spirit, knowing Mercury will have plenty of time to focus on the when, where, and how. As Venus, the planet of love's first full week in your relationship sector draws to a close, things are at a very different place than this time last week. This time last week the moon was putting pressure on Venus and your relationship. P.S. Something that continued into the early part of the week. However, a week on and a day after the moon left your communication sector, you will have a better sense of what you want from your relationships, feeling more confident and better able to keep the communication lines open. Pisces, the world is gentler than you think today, but only if you let it be. Quote of the day, let softness meet your strength. Color, seashell pink, tender, safe, and sincere. Lucky numbers, 2, 7, 22. Nurture you. Yourself without guilt. You give so much today, choose to receive a little too. Our eyes in the sky. For June 18, 2025, the Tarot offers a story of inner revelation, mindful decisions, and the subtle magic of reconnection through the cards drawn today: the Hermit, 2 of Swords, 6 of Cups, Queen of Wands, and the World. This reading brings a message of returning to the self, finding clarity amidst confusion, and allowing your radiant spirit to guide you toward meaningful closure and powerful new beginnings. The day begins with the quiet wisdom of the Hermit, a card that often arrives when life asks us to pause and listen more deeply. It may be a call to withdraw from the noise, even briefly, to reflect and reconnect with your personal truth. Perhaps there's been too much input lately, too many voices, opinions, or distractions pulling you in different directions. The Hermit reminds you that some answers can only be found in stillness. This doesn't mean you have to disappear or isolate yourself completely, but carving out a moment for a walk alone, journaling, or simply breathing without obligation can help realign you. It's also a gentle nudge to check in. Are your current efforts serving your highest vision, or are you just staying busy? This inner questioning naturally leads us into the energy of the Two of Swords, a card that speaks to the tension of indecision. Maybe you're standing between two paths, weighing a choice that feels equally uncertain on either side. Or maybe it's a more subtle kind of avoidance, pushing something off because making a decision feels too uncomfortable. But the truth is, the longer we wait, the more we stay suspended in the unknown. The key message here is that even a small step toward clarity is better than being stuck in doubt. You don't need to have everything figured out to move forward, you just need to trust yourself enough to start moving. As the day deepens, the mood softens with the arrival of the Six of Cups. This card often brings a wave of nostalgia or the urge to revisit something that once brought joy. It may be an old friend reaching out, a childhood memory resurfacing, or the sudden urge to engage in a hobby or habit that once made you feel more like yourself. Don't be surprised if something seemingly small from your past shows up today to remind you of who you were before life got more complicated. There's healing in remembering. Let that memory nourish you. Let it remind you that joy doesn't always need to be earned, it can be reclaimed. Into this gentle reflection steps the powerful presence of the Queen of Wands, a reminder that you are magnetic, capable, and allowed to take up space. This queen doesn't dim her light for anyone, and neither should you. Whatever hesitations may have stirred earlier in the day, this card reaffirms that your charisma and vision have impact. If you've been second-guessing whether to speak up, lead, or put yourself out there, consider this your green light. Confidence isn't the absence of doubt, it's the willingness to act despite it. Step into why. Our creative fire today. Show the world what you're made of. And at the end of this arc, we arrive at the world, a powerful sign of completion, integration, and evolution. Something within you has come full circle. Whether this is an internal shift, a project wrapping up, or a personal cycle closing, it's time to recognize how far you've come. The world reminds us that endings aren't just finishes, they are beginnings in disguise. Let today be a gentle celebration of your resilience. You're not the same person you were a year ago, or even a month ago. Acknowledge that growth. Let yourself step through the next doorway with the full knowing that you are ready. Altogether, June 18th offers a dynamic flow from introspection to radiance. It encourages you to honor the quiet parts of yourself while also recognizing the brilliance you hold. It speaks to those at a crossroads, reminding them that clarity comes with trust. It speaks to those missing a simpler time, reminding them that joy can return. And it speaks to the ones who have been quietly evolving, whispering, "It's time. You've arrived." What's calling to you beneath the surface today? Is there a part of yourself you've been ignoring, a decision waiting to be made, or a spark that's ready to grow into something more? I'd love to hear what resonated with you. Share your reflections in the comments. Let's hold space for each other's journeys, and keep walking together into the light of what's possible.